Hey everybody, this is Brian from Carving is Fun, and I've been testing out some pretty cool pocket knives for whittling and wood carving here. Now, if you've watched the channel for any point in time, you've probably seen that I've had the Whittlin Jack on the channel quite a bit, and I've also reviewed the Carvin Jack. Both very good knives. One's just straight for whittling as it only comes with blades. The other one is for wood carving too because it comes with a variety of different tools. Now I started getting curious on some of the other knives like the Detail Jack, which is a pretty dang cool little knife here. It's a single blade knife. It has a locking mechanism on there. It's really cool, and I found it to be really nice. Now this got me curious on all the other jackknives as well, so what did I do? I ended up buying every single one of them because I really wanted to see what they're all about. They're all really solid knives. I really liked all of them. There's none of them that I would say that you shouldn't get at all. They're all really good. Matter of fact, I've been really enjoying the Tri-Jack itself as well because it has the little pointy blade on there as well for more detail work that the Whittlin Jack doesn't. And it's a locking blade too, which I personally kind of like. And all this cost me about $425 in total for every single one of these tools. So they're not necessarily cheap knives, but they are really good. Now I'm going to go over all these tools in the video, but if you want to see all of them on one web page, check out my website at carvingisfun.com/Jack, and you'll be able to see all the information there. I'll have like all the tool information, the weight, and what kind of locking blade it is, how much they are, and where you can buy them. Go ahead and check that out. Now for all these knives, they all use high carbon steel blades with the Rockwell hardness of about 59 to 61, which is in that sweet spot where you want your steel hardness to be. They all come razor sharp out of the box. They all carve really well, so you don't have to hone them or anything like that. Just take them out of the package and start using them. And because they're all pocket knives, they're very easy to pack. And matter of fact, I carry this around with me every single day, which is it's a great option. So let's get into comparing some of the differences here. Starting off, we have the Flexcut Detail Jack. It comes with one single detail knife that is 1 5/16 inches long. It uses a liner lock on there to help keep it in place, so it doesn't close very easily. It's a locking blade, and you can usually find these between $30 to $42 depending on where you get it from. I really do like this knife right here. It has aluminum handles on it with finger grooves on it, so you can easily hold on to it, get a good grip on the knife. There is one little thing on it. I think I found this on all the other knives with the liner locks on there as well. They do have a slight front to back wobble to them. I think that's just manufacturing, a slight manufacturing defect on there. So this might vary from tool to tool. So just keep that in mind, that there might be a little bit of back and forth play. Side to side play, there is none. But yeah, these things, they cut right through wood, and you don't have to worry about them at all. They're very nice, sharp tools. Even that little back to front wobble, I never noticed it while I was carving at all. Good tool. Now the second knife on here is the Flexcut Whittlin Jack. This is the one I've been carrying around for quite a long time. It has 2 blades on it. One of them is a 1.5 inch detail blade, and then the other one is a 2-inch roughing blade. This one has no blade lock on it. It's just a regular spring back kind of deal, but that doesn't mean that it's going to close on your finger at all. It stays in place pretty well. These also range between $45 to $58 depending on where you get it. Now, one of the things that I wasn't too terribly fond of, especially at the beginning, was how hard it was to open the blade. Especially when you compare it to the other ones like the Detail Jack. It opens very easily, but the Whittlin Jack here, it is a bit stiff, especially at the beginning. I found I had to break it in, opening and closing it, and the nail nicks are a little bit small, so it might be hard for some people to open it up. I know I broke a couple nails on it when I was trying to open it at the beginning, and my wife cannot open it at all, so just keep that in mind if you're getting the Whittlin Jack here. Now, one of the other ones that I really do like and I've been really enjoying is the Flexcut Tri-Jack. This one comes with 3 different blades on it. I'll get them all opened up here. And last one. There we go. It has a mini cutting knife, which is 1 1/16 inches long. Has a detail blade, which is 1 5/16 inches long, and then a roughing knife, which is about 1 3/4 inches long. Now all these tools right here, all these blades have a liner lock on them. So they all do lock in place, but they have a little bit of that slight front to back wobble that I saw with the detail jack. It varies between the tools, I believe, so it's not going to be perfect for every single one of them. But it's easy to open and close. There is one other thing I found on this one. It could have just been my model, but see if I can get it on here. You can see right here that the liner lock kind of sticks out past the finger grooves. So it makes it easy for me to go and push it off to the side. Now you can see on the smaller mini knife, it is a very, very small little liner thing right there. So I can't really push it off to the side very easily. I have to use my nail to get in there and then push it off to the side. That's a little bit annoying, but you know what? I think it's fine. I can still open and close it. And for me personally, I found that I like the detail blade a lot more than of the other ones, but that's probably because of my personal carving style. Now these are a little bit more expensive at about $72 to $85, so it's up at the upper brackets there. Now some of you might be worried about width, especially if you're going to be carrying it in like a little pouch on the side or in your pocket. The Tri-Jack is a little bit bigger, as you can see, with the thinnest one being the detail jack, since it has 1 blade. The more blades you're adding to it, the more complex and thicker you're going to end up making it. So thickest is going to be the Tri-Jack. The middle one is the Whittlin Jack, and then the detail jack is going to be the thinnest one. Now getting into the more like multi-tool style knives, we're going to start off here with the Flexcut Spoon Jack, which I honestly thought it would be more gimmicky, but you know what? This thing is actually pretty dang cool, and I really like it. This is perfect for anyone who is more like a traveling spoon carver, or just wants to have a spoon carving knife that they can carry with them. It doesn't matter if they're going to the backyard, to the garage, or wherever. They'll have a spoon carving knife on hand, which makes it quite handy. It comes with 1 knife and 2 different hook knives on there. The main knife is about 1 5/16 inches long, and then it comes with a deeper hook knife right here, which is kind of between a number 6 and number 7 sweep. It doesn't really match up with along the lines of either one of them, but it's pretty good. This is what they're calling their deep hook knife. And then they have what they're calling a shallow hook knife, which I found it to be similar to a number 4 sweep. Just has a very, very minor hook there to it. And the price of these guys are between $85 to $95 depending on where you grab them. It is more of a lockback design, so you have to push the button in the back and then you can push it in. Now what I did here is I kind of pushed in the other tool as well, which I found is a kind of a flaw with some of these tools right here, where you can push the tools in all the way and you can see that it's not springing back to the same position as the other one there. It's easily fixed. You just kind of have to reach in there and pull out the tool to make it lock back into, make the lock go back in place. A little annoying, but easy enough to fix. One of the things I really like about these tools is it has a really nice cross-hatching handle on it, so it really stays in your hands. It's very good grip on it, so you don't have to worry about sliding in your hands too much. It really just stays put. You don't have to worry about it sliding around at all. I think it's a great tool. Now moving on, we're going to go look at the Flexcut Pocket Jack here. This one is this one has one blade and 3 tools in it. There we go. So it has a 1 3/8 inch long detail knife. It has a straight gouge that's about 3/16 inches wide, and has about a number 11 sweep to it. The scorp, which is this one right here, it's about a 1/4 inch wide and has about a number 7 sweep to it. The V-scorp on here is again about 1/4 inch wide and has about a 70-degree V on it. This one also has a lockback design, just like the other one, and it does suffer from that thing I was telling you about, where if you push the tools all the way in, it kind of makes it so that the lock is depressed all the way. Like I was saying with the other one, just pull them out a little bit and fish them out and push them back into place. Now, the thing that I kind of noticed with this one, especially with the gouge tools, is you can accidentally have them out a little bit too much, and if you grab it the wrong way, you might accidentally cut yourself. So make sure all the tools are pushed all the way back in, that way you don't hurt yourself. And these tools right here, they range anywhere between $65 to $75, depending on where you get them, and I find that to be a really good price for what you're getting out of it. You're getting all the basic tools you're going to need. It comes with a nice aluminum handle on it. And it's just, I feel like it's a very well built tool, especially for like general purpose wood carving if you just want something to carry around with you. Great option. Now finally, you have the Flexcut Carvin Jack. I did a full-on review on this one too, so if you want to check that one out, have at it. But this tool has one blade and 5 different tools on it, which makes it quite versatile. The detail knife is about 1 3/8 inch long. You get a number 6. Let me get this out here. You get about a number 6 hook knife here. Pretty nice. Your scorp is just like the pocket jack here. It's about a number 6 sweep. Then your V-scorp is the same thing as the pocket jack as well, with a 70-degree V on it. You also get a straight gouge on it with a number 11 sweep, and then you get a straight chisel. That's about 5/16 inch wide. Now, one of the cool things about this tool is it also comes in both right and left hand configuration. So if you're a right-handed person, the tools like the scoop and the V-scorp will all be good for right-handed and like for pairing. If you wanted to get the left-handed version, it'd be basically a mirrored version of that, so you can do it with your left hand. Now these also come with extra bits and pieces with it. So in the package you'll get a sheath to put it in, and then a special slip strap to help maintain each and every single one of the different tools to hone it down properly, and a little bit of honing compound as well. Now these tools are a little bit more expensive, and they can range in price quite a bit, especially when you're comparing between right and left hand variants and where you're getting them from. So it'll be between $115 and $160. So you might want to shop around a little bit before you go ahead and buy one. Now each one of these knives come in a little clamshell plastic case, and they all have these little paper backers to them. Make sure when you're pulling these paper things out, you open them up like a folder, because there are extra directions in there, and sometimes there's also rebates in here. Like if you want to get a sheath, some extra compound, or if you wanted to buy a different tool, like this one was for the spoon carving jack. So I bought the spoon carving jack, and inside there's a $10 off rebate if I purchased a Carvin Jack, which is great if you want to get multiple tools. A lot of them will have about the same thing in there. You can get the sheath and a Carvin Jack on there. My pocket jack comes with extra information in there. Some extra rebates for other stuff. You get a rebate for the regular slip strap, which is slightly different than this one. It's their more generic one. This one, like I was saying, is made specifically for the Carvin Jack. So go ahead and check those out. Don't throw out the paper. You might want to get something cool out of them. Now some extra things you might want for them, especially if you're like me and you want to carry them around, because I mean I have a sheath for my my Whittlin Jack here, and I carry a little diamond plate stone inside of there, along with a thumb guard. So it's a nice easy thing to have in there and carry it around. You can also get the Flexcut variant of the sheath. The Carvin Jack comes with it, so you don't need to buy that separately, but it fits every single one of the other tools here. I think these are about $15 each, made out of nice leather, and it has the cool Flexcut logo on it as well. Like I said, every single one of them fits, so you can just put them in there. The thinner knives might have a little bit of wobble to them because you can see there's some extra space, but once you get it clicked into place, it's fine. It's not going anywhere. Some other tools you're going to probably want to look into, obviously, since if you're doing some whittling wood carving, you're going to want to maintain your carving edge. The Flexcut honing strop is a good option. I like mine. I use it quite often. You can also get the slip strop for the other tools. Like I said, it's going to look a little bit different than this one, or you can get some extra compound as needed. The Flexcut yellow is going to be very similar to the regular green compound, so it's about the same kind of stuff. And like I said, if you want to see any more information, I'm going to be having more reviews each one of these knives on my website on carvingisfun.com/jack. So go ahead and check that out if you want more information. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you have yourself a great day.